Hey guys, it's Natasha right here. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today we're gonna be discussing like how do you cope as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as a public figure, as all these different hats that I may possibly wear at this time. It's definitely not easy. So stick and stay with me. We're gonna talk some more. We're gonna be so transparent. You wanna hear this. So guys, I get this question a lot. Like, how do you cope? People would say, how do you cope doing all these things? How are you able to manage? Is it that you get help? How do you feel emotionally? How are you able to mentally deal with all these different expectations coming from these various angles of life? Well, the truth is, I don't have anything put together. Honestly, I wish I had like a magic wand that I could wave and I would get things down pat and I wouldn't have to worry about, being the perfect mom or being the perfect wife or doing everything right in business. It's definitely not easy, and I'd love to say it's just God's grace. I don't know how I'm able to cope with doing all these different things, but there are some tips that I want to share with you because I'm very much aware that a lot of us are called to be and to do a lot of things. And so in today's society, it's almost as if you're not doing a lot of things, you're not doing anything. And I really want to debunk that myth and just let you know that you can be you, 100% you, and focus your life on your mission and your purpose, and you'll do well. So you don't have to try to be like everybody else, right? But it's tough. Let's face it, it's tough. If you are a mom, that's already a very large shoes to fill. If you're in business, that's an even bigger shoes. It's not bigger, but the pressure is so much, especially as a female. And when you look at doing mentorship, being out there in the public's eye, having to speak, having to travel, having to represent at various levels, it is not easy, guys, and it can take a toll on you. So I get a question a lot, and I wrote down about 4 points that I want to share with you because I know you must be struggling. For you to even click on this video, you must be struggling and wonder how I'm able to do it. And I'm gonna be sharing some tips with you, so just bear with me. I'm gonna try not to make the video too long, but at the same time provide you with enough information to help you on your journey. Now, the first thing I must tell you is that you can't do it alone. It's so hard to raise a child by yourself. It's so hard to be in business by yourself. It's so hard to not have mentors. It's so hard to even maintain your sanity in life. And so you need people. That's the first thing. You need people around you. You need your spouse. You need the child's dad. You need the child's mom. You need business partners. You need mentors in various, areas of your life. You're not going to be able to do it all alone. Tell yourself that. Even if you are a single mom, at some point you're going to need help with child's care. You're going to need help from the teachers. You're going to be needing help in every single way. And I think when it comes to managing all these roles, the first thing you have to remember is that you are not an island. No man is an island. No man stands alone. And you need people. So when I'm at home, I'm so grateful. I've been blessed with a husband who is 100% present in the home. So I have his help. he helps me with Amy, and for the times that I have to travel and I have to be away, he is just an exceptional father, and I love and respect him for that. For those who are single parents, I do understand, and I can sympathize on how pressuring that must be, but you definitely need someone to rely on when you have those, those emergencies or those things that you just have to take care of. And you need someone you can trust, keyword trust, to care for your child. And so it doesn't matter what role in what area. Even if you're a big career woman, you need people who are working with you, who can help you up, who can encourage you, inspire you, and just give you that little oomph to push you through the day. And so I'd say to you that that's the first thing I have to tell you. You can't do it alone. There are days when I get up and I'm even discouraged. Like, I know, right? So I post encouraging messages every day, and I'll get up discouraged and I will feel like I don't want to do anything. Does that mean that I'm not going to do anything that day or I'm going to give up? Not necessarily so. I will have people in my corner who, without me even saying a word, would message me and say, "Hey, Nash, you're doing a great job. Keep going. We love what you're doing. We see the results." And those things put a pep in your step, and I love it. So that's the first thing I want to tell you. Absolutely do not isolate yourself. You need people. You need help. You cannot do this thing all by yourself. I'm telling you. Now, the second thing is that you want to ensure that you are keeping organized, right? So for me, I journal. I love journaling. I love writing down my thoughts. And my house is filled with journals, diaries, calendars, not necessarily just calendars for, just putting in big engagements, but even if I want to do something special with the family, I will calendar it. I'll do it on my phone. I'll write it down. I'll put my thoughts out there on paper. And what this does is it keeps me in check. And even when I'm having low moments, I can go back and read it and say, I was feeling like this in this moment, but it really wasn't that bad because I was able to get over it. Or I also write because I wanna, you kind of like to get the feelings. You have to get it out of you to feel better. And I think journaling is an exceptional way to do that. Because let's face it, if you are a career woman, businesswoman, mother, wife, friend, sister, it's a lot, and so you have to have a channel. And the reason as well, the first point was that you need people, is because you need people to talk to as well. But journaling is a great way to get your feelings out there on paper, also to plan. I try to be very organized, so I maintain a calendar. I'll stick to it. And also under this point is where you have to organize your time. So I will plan my day. It may not always go as I plan, but I plan my day regardless. And I will know, okay, I need to get my daughter at school at X time. I have this chore. I have that to do for business. I have this meeting. You have to plan. There's something that Jamar and I always say: if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And another one for those who are Christian based or faith based, God has a plan for you, but he will not plan for you. So you're gonna have to do it yourself. Make your plan so you know that, okay, at 7 p.m. it's my kids' time, it's my husband's time, it's my family time. During 9 to 10, that's when I do my meetings or I work. But you have to have some kind of structure if you're gonna be able to be efficient at what you do and be on time for your appointment. You're gonna have to plan. And let me tell you something, time management skill is something that is so lacking within the Caribbean, and I'm talking for my Jamaican folks who are always late. It's not a good habit to have, and so you're going to have to start stemming those things from early, because it can actually disrupt your whole life. Learn to be on time, right? And when you do that, you instill that in your children as well, and the people that you're around, the team that you manage. Learn to be on time. Now, guys, the third thing I want to talk to you about, and this really should have been the first, but I wanted to, give you guys a little time to work in, is that you need to have your faith anchored on something. You know what I love about skyscrapers is that we see on the outside how tall a skyscraper is, and how many floors it has, and how magnificent it looks. I remember when I was in New York a few weeks ago, I would just be in the middle of Manhattan, like staring, gazing up at the building. So beautiful, so tall, so magnificent. And I'll be like, man, that's amazing. But the truth is, when it comes to building skyscrapers, they have a foundation that is so deep that it is anchored. They create pillars, and the pillars are anchored to bedrock. Bedrock is a part of the earth's surface that does not move. So no matter what is happening on the earth's surface, that thing ain't gonna move. So whether it's a hurricane, a flood, a volcano, an earthquake, it does not matter. The building will not move. It may sway, but it's gonna stay in its place. And it's the same when it comes to handling or dealing with all these different life pressures or caps that we women face, and men. You have to be anchored to something that it won't move, it won't change, and that for me is God. And so your faith must be somewhere in someone greater than you, who already knows the end, who already knows what you're sent here to do. So even when it's unclear to you, you believe in this higher being that knows why you're sent here. And so you have to have your faith anchored, because all these varying roles comes with their own challenges. When you're in the office and you're a boss, you have to deal with all these different personalities, and it gets on your nerves, and sometimes you feel discouraged, or sometimes you feel sabotaged, sometimes you feel alone. When you're in marriages are not easy. You have to be dealing with two different persons, two different mindsets. You want your own way. You can't have your own way. You have to work together. You have to compromise. It's tough stuff. Then let's talk about children. Raising children is not easy. It's not easy. And so let's not even talk about business, guys. It's definitely tough. And if you are to be successful in these areas, or to be content with how things are going, you need an anchor. You need an anchor, because when things start going bad, you don't feel as though your life is worthless, and you're a failure, and your life amounts to nothing. You need to be anchored to bedrock, and for me, that is God. So have an active prayer life. Pray over your children, pray over your career, pray over your business. Just put your trust in Him, knowing that He is covering all those areas for you and helping you through it all. The aim is not perfection. The aim is progress. And you need to be anchored to bedrock. Now, the fourth point I want to leave with you in terms of managing all these different things or roles is that you have to be constantly learning. You don't know it all. You will never know it all. You will find people who are more brilliant than you. Their skills are sharper. They bring more to the table than you. They're definitely not you, because we're all unique. But you have people out there who are highly skilled, highly technical, highly knowledgeable. And you have to glean from those persons, and that's why mentorship is so important. You have to be constantly reading. Now you have people who can get up and they can go and speak without knowing the background on what they're speaking on, and they probably wing it and they sound great. But for me, that's a no. I need to know what I'm sharing. I need to be sure that what I'm sharing is true. you know and so you have to know, whichever area that you're in, always strive for excellence and keep looking for new knowledge, new wisdom out there, so that you can develop yourself. You're fully equipped, you're fully rounded. And so I'm not going to say that you're going to go to every motherhood conference or every marriage conference or, every business training, but you have to at least be keeping on top of your game. Learn new strategies, especially in motherhood. Can I tell you, you have to always be learning. Okay, my daughter is now at 8 years old. What can I expect from an 8-year-old? And how do I deal with communicating to her so she understands and not shouting all the time? Those kinds of things. So you always have to be gleaning from other people, learning whatever you can online or YouTube or wherever. I'm not saying you're gonna follow everybody's advice, because trust me, bad sources are out there. But try best as possible to continuously be sharpening your sword. And then the am I at 4 or I don't know what number am I? I'm like 5th. My 5th point, or if it's not the 5th point, I'll put whatever point it is on the screen, is that you have to enjoy the process. Enjoy every bit of it. Enjoy being with your kids. Be present. Don't be around your kids thinking about work, and then when you're at work you're thinking about the beach, and when you're at the beach you're thinking about being with the kids. Like, you have to enjoy each moment. And that is why I said to you, journaling, doing your calendar, putting in your appointments, planning is so important. You're not always gonna get it right, but you have to try, because it's you only have 24 hours and you have many things to attend to. So you're going to have to be very strict with your time. And so when you have allotted your time to do something, especially with your family, business colleagues, whatever the case is, make the most of that opportunity. Be present, grow through it, enjoy it, enjoy motherhood, enjoy being an entrepreneur, enjoy doing all these different things, because at the end of the day, the experiences are all we have, really. When we die, it's the experiences that would have made up our life. And so enjoy your process, guys. It's tough. There are going to be times, if I could throw in a bonus point, there are going to be times when you need to ensure that you're alone, to refresh yourself, to rejuvenate, to be alone with yourself, to do your own inventory. I was just coming off of a national television program, and we were talking about women and how their environment shapes them. And the host said something really important this morning. She said that you are your own CEO of your life, and you need to have your business meeting from time to time and fire different department heads when it's not working out, and reevaluate and come again. That is it. You are the owner. You are the head cook and bottle washer, and you decide what you want to do. And so you have to take the time out to rejuvenate, especially as females. If you need to go get your hair done, go get your hair done to feel good. If you need to go get your nails done, go get your nails done. If the budget is tight and you can do it yourself, which is what I do, then go ahead, but do it because you need it to feel better about yourself, so that you're able to give your all to everybody else. So I put that in as a bonus point. It's all under what they call self-care nowadays, but I'd say you have to take care of you, because you are taking care of everybody else. And so I just want to leave that with you. Take care of yourself. Love on yourself, appreciate yourself, do something special for yourself every now and then, in the midst of giving. And that is what I do. I try to do it as best as I possibly can. But guys, thank you for staying with me. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope the nuggets were good. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.